Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this very special training presentation. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi Networks and White Label Wi-Fi. And welcome, everyone, to this special presentation. I'm excited to have you all here. And before I do actually continue, similar to other presentations, just quickly type in your name, and obviously I see your name, but let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're at in your Wi-Fi business. It's going to help me a lot contextually as far as me explaining this. So if you're just starting out, write starter. If you're just, you don't have any clients, you just want to really finally start using this Wi-Fi product, see what everyone's talking about, start making money with it, type in the word starter, okay? If you are currently having clients, if you're currently meeting with clients, you currently have installations, you're currently selling, I want you to type the word hustle, because you're a hustler, H-U-S-T-L-E, type in the word hustle. Okay, so 2 words. I just want to segment everyone quickly. So if you're a starter, type in starter. That means if you have never really done anything with this, kind of kicking your feet, not using it. But on the other hand, if you're selling it, I want you to type in the word hustle. Okay, that'll quickly let me know where everyone is at. Cool. And hello to everyone personally. I know talk to a lot of you guys in the Facebook group and all that stuff, so just want to say hello to everyone and welcome you. Got a lot of really good stuff lined up, so please pay attention. I do also want to mention that this video will be recorded and placed into the members area at the conclusion of today's call. So if you have to leave early, whatever, don't worry. We have it all here, but you probably want to stay put because I've got a lot of really cool stuff to share with you. That being said, welcome again to the October 2016 session. Here's a quick agenda of what we'll be covering today. So we'll be talking about some new marketing materials that we've been working on as per request and some other cool stuff I wanted to be sharing with you guys. Really cool. You guys see it. Our new community forum that'll enable us and everyone to talk to each other, to share better ideas. Way more flexible than Facebook. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I want to talk about some new integrations we have that'll allow us to do some new session functionality. Our new automatic firmware updater. I shared a video about that on Facebook recently, but I'll be covering that again today very quickly. We'll be talking about our new PayPal and Stripe login options for agency partners. This is really a game changer, I think, when it comes to setting these up and being profitable and profiting from different types of installs that you have. Also talk about our new gateway products and integrations for enterprise partners, and also talk about what's next in addition to a lot of stuff that I haven't even included in that agenda, things that we'll be talking about, including a live Q&A at the end of today's call. So what is new? Last time I did a formal update was I think end of August or beginning of September. So since then we have our all new devices, our SH100 devices available at MyWiFi, our shop.mywifi.io in the MyWiFi store. You can also access that at any time. Just to mention to everybody, if you ever want to grab that, the shop now, the store is available right up here. So anytime you can click there. Here you'll see the new stuff that we have since last time, our new devices, including our new gateways. Also our new mobile demo. So all of these devices are all brand new. So this new gateway for enterprise, new social hotspot for everyone, a new demo for everyone. These allow you to take this and use this in multiple ways. We also have our new PayPal Stripe option, our integration. Like I mentioned last time, we were working on it. We finally have launched that for agency partners. Also, we've launched our Cisco Meraki integration for enterprise partners. This is a huge integration. For those of you who don't know who Meraki or Cisco is, I'll go into that in a little bit, but they're the leaders in free Wi-Fi and access points for probably some of the biggest installs, even small installs, but they own a large part of the market, and we now integrate seamlessly with them, so you don't even have to buy additional hardware. You don't even need gateways. I'll show you. It's just really, really cool. It's really cool. So that being said, our new hardware did come out, our new MyWiFi Mini, our SH100, and our gateway that I just showed you. Our new social power devices particularly are really cool because they are metal. They can be mounted anywhere. They have much better distance and range than the TP-Links. They have like triple the RAM in some cases, quadruple the RAM, I should say. They have better range, and they're all auto-updatable. So all of our stuff has been really revamped and done really well now so that you can take these, install it. You never have to go back. If you have to update remotely, do anything, you can do all of this now from the cloud. Okay, so moving on in our agenda here, because I got a lot of stuff to cover. You guys know I talk very fast. I'll try to slow things down a little bit, but I can't promise because I'm too excited. So I got to go through it pretty quick. Our all new marketing materials. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about here. So we know how important it is for everyone to sell, and part of some of the requests I got in order to sell was giving you guys access to some cool things. So we developed some cool new things over here. This is going to be our new members area. It's going live shortly. It's not quite live yet, but we have all kinds of cool things. And I'm going to run through them right over here. Just go through all the stuff that we have and all the new resources you'll be able to use. So we have our login demo videos. For those of you who have seen these before, these are the animated videos. For example, this is showing people. This is something you can share on your phone, download on your phone, and it'll show exactly how people log in. So, for example, if I want to connect to a network here, this is a whole video step by step done really slowly that I don't even need a demo. I don't need access. I don't need anything. I can just literally show this video to somebody right on my phone, and it'll walk them through the whole process of connecting to a Wi-Fi network. I can also send this to them via email. It helps explain to them exactly how this all works. So you guys have seen this before. It's just now more organized in the members area. And rather than go through every single piece of content, I just want to tease a little bit because this will be live for agency partners very shortly. But I do want to tease and show you guys some of the new stuff that we have available going live. So primarily our free Wi-Fi stickers. So these are new high-res stickers that you can take and for different niches, for sushi, for ice cream, for donuts, things like that. These are a whole bunch of different types of free Wi-Fi stickers that you can use with templates as well. If you're using Sticker Mule, we have a template that we've included that you can use directly with them, an 8x8 sticker template, so you can take these and order it. We'll have a bunch of links and all this stuff. When we launch this, we'll have a separate video next week that'll actually run through the members area and everything. But I wanted to tease you guys quickly now to show you the other stuff that we have. So these are table tent cards. Anytime that you have a table or a restaurant or a coffee shop, something like that, these are all editable. So if you have a QR code integrated, you can take this out or put another message here, whatever you want. But these hit up different types of niches. Really cool. You can take these fairly anywhere and use these. Saves you some time. These are all templates you can use. So we'll be including these in the new members area. And one final thing I want to show you guys. Where was it? We got some new infographics as well, I believe. I'm not quite here. I got those in the other area. But we have all these cool things to share with you. Different types of niche icons, presentation sliders, graphics. So really, really cool stuff that I'll be sharing with you. Some of the elements, actually, I just remember what it was. Some of the elements from there. We also have some all new PowerPoint presentation slides. And why can't I see it? Here they are. So check these out. So a lot of you guys have asked me for these, like a whole new presentation that kind of runs through professionally, why devices need Wi-Fi, some forecasted shipments. These are some of the presentations and slides that we had, but they're done a little bit differently. So they're done with different titles, different headers. They're all completely brand free, so you can use these, integrate them wherever you want, throw them in some of your presentations. Hey, your video ads is important for your client, or mobile wallet is your thing, or rich media. All of these are all done in the installation. So all these graphics have been redone for you to use. We got all these slides available here, custom solutions, analyzing. So really, really cool stuff. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Just want to tell you to check for an update in the members area. That'll be coming shortly. We'll be posting an update for that in the Facebook group, and I'll probably do a Facebook Live video when all that comes out, and I'll actually open up all of the different pieces of content, run through them, show you how that all works. But on to more exciting stuff. We have our all-new community forum that we have just launched. Okay, so how do you find the community forum? I want to show you that first, and I'll show you what it is. So you go to support.mywifi.io, or directly in your interface, you can click on support at the top. We'll be updating this shortly to have a community link, so you can just click on that link directly. But right now, you click on support, and then when you're at support, you'll notice down on the page, there's a link there called Join the Conversation. Okay, you'll click on that, and what you'll find is our new support community. So like I say all the time, guys, Facebook is not for support. Okay, Facebook is not a good forum for that because our developers or technical guys are not in Facebook all day. They don't read your questions. They don't read some problems that you might want other people's collaborative help on, but Facebook's not the place for that, okay? This is for group support, our all-new community. So let me just show you guys, jump into that, where that is and how to get to it. So I'm in my overall area here. I click on support. I'm automatically logged in with my account, and actually you can sign in over here. So I'm signed in over here, and you actually automatically signed in by virtue of you being signed into the area. You click on Join the Conversation. You'll see these topics over here. So, for example, if you have a question, and the categories we came up with initially are campaigns, general discussion, integrations, hardware, feature requests, installations, post-sale support, and pre-sale strategy. So all of these, if you have a question about campaigns that you want other people's help on, what I suggest is you go over here, you post a question. I'll just do a sample over here. I need help with what size you recommend for image holders. Here is my issue, and you can this is for the community to answer. So be descriptive in here. You choose your topic. Over here, I'm going to choose, this is a campaign question, because I'm talking about how to do image holders for campaigns, hypothetically. I click on submit. Okay, and here I'm posting this. Now, as another member, what I might want to do here, and I'll allow this in the Facebook group. So as soon as you do this, you can take this, copy your URL. You can go right out to the Facebook group over here. Let me just go to the White Label Wi-Fi group. And what I will allow is putting this is a sample question, say, hey guys, was really wondering for this, and then you can paste that over here, just to share with everybody else in this group to bring their attention to the question that you asked. But obviously, people should be checking this group enough so that you'll see all these things here. We'll be monitoring this as well, and like I said, this is the area where our developers will get involved with your conversation, and our support team, our dedicated support team, will actually come in here and answer your questions in detail. And what's cool about this is that it's forum-based. So when you have a question, you'll see the number of votes, the number of comments. This is typical to forums that I think a lot of you're used to. It's the gap that we had in communication. It's what made it so difficult sometimes that people were posting things on Facebook. It wasn't the right place. So Facebook's great for just shooting the shit, excuse my language, but just talking with other resellers, seeing what's new. It's great for me to do some Facebook Live videos, for us to communicate, to share success stories, to share ideas, things like that. If you have problems or technical questions, this is the place for support. You go inside the new members area, our new community area there. Okay, got it? Cool. Let's move on. We also have some new integrations. So for those of you who do not currently have Zapier, if you're not using Zapier with my Wi-Fi, visit secure.whitelabelwifi.com/Zapier, or you can click in the support area. We have that link as well. I have a whole bunch of places you can access that. And what you want to do there is get an invite to our private plugin. We have our private My Wi-Fi plugin. What that allows you to do is plug in your platform into hundreds of apps. Now, Zapier always is adding new functionality, new apps, new events, all kinds of crazy stuff. So, for example, I have one of our clients uses ActiveCampaign, and they have it every time somebody adds or joins the network, they get added to ActiveCampaign the first time, and they actually are integrating with the event modules. So if somebody comes in for the second or third or fourth or fifth time, those number of events trigger certain sequences on ActiveCampaign and some pretty advanced stuff. So if you guys are not currently plugging in and using Zapier for your platforms and for your clients, I highly recommend you do. What this will allow you to do is use all of their new integrations. They have hundreds of them. And what I'll do as well is I have an automation masterclass planned. It's a separate course that we have planned just to teach you how to automate your business. And we'll be going through some of these advanced flows. But for right now, you can plug in and do whatever you want directly via the My Wi-Fi platform, just plugging it right into Zapier. And part of this on our agenda is our new session functionality. So what do I mean by this? Session time is when somebody connects to the Wi-Fi, is how long they actually get access to the Wi-Fi for before they are booted out back to the thank you page. So it's how long their session is. And this is important for a couple reasons. The payment options change this, but we're also changing our options to allow you to reduce your session time to as low as 1 minute. Okay, this is very important. So the place you find session times is if you go into locations, under your location, under options, you're going to notice your session time. Let me just show you exactly where that is here. So over here, I go to locations. I click on, let's say, my location over here, and then I go under options. Okay, so this session time is not quite updated. We have it on staging. We're going to be going live with this very shortly, but you want to go down to 1 minute for this. Now, you might ask right away, why would you ever want to change your session time, let alone make it as low as 1 minute? Okay, so number one, if you want to make your session time 10 minutes or 7 minutes or 15, whatever it is, not quite one, but low, it's to save bandwidth. So if you have it set up at a coffee shop or restaurant and you want to offer 20 minutes of free internet, you set your you set your session time to 20 minutes. What this does is it helps you save bandwidth because people can only use it for 20 minutes, then they're cut off. Okay, but a really more important reason why we're doing this is to enable some pretty slick and pretty kick-ass 4G and mobile demo lead capture methods. So this is something that you would use your mini demo device for, or you would use one of our other devices with a hub or like a 4G internet connection where bandwidth is limited, where you may not want to offer free internet for hours to a lot of people because it's expensive and it's not the objective. Your objective, maybe with a pocket-sized router, is to get somebody to connect with Facebook or to connect with a social network of their choice, capture their social details, have a thank you page that says thanks for entering the contest or whatever the objective is, and then kick them out after 1 minute. Okay, so this is done for this reason. If you set your session time down to 1 minute, what happens is your landing page says, enter the contest. One lucky person will win a free trip to Mexico, whatever it is. I click on login with Facebook. I connect with Facebook. My thank you page says, thank you so much for entering the contest. You'll be notified if you're a winner. And then within 1 minute, I'm kicked off the internet. I'm not using any bandwidth. Okay, you guys getting that? It means now you can use a 4G hotspot or a wireless connection for a lead capture method, a nice campaign. I'll be going through that specifically. I think there's a lot of videos and training I can do specifically on how to set that up, but loosely based, you can now do that. In our platform, I'll be doing some 7-minute power sessions later on and doing those probably Facebook Live videos in the group to show you how to do specific contests and things like that when all that is all set up. And the final reason why you would want to change your session time is for the new payment options available for agency partners. So right now, you can set a separate session time if somebody pays. So the way this would work is, for example, you would have a sign on your wall in the coffee shop saying free Wi-Fi, right? And then the fine print might say you have access to 30 minutes of free Wi-Fi, and then after that, you have access to 30 minutes of free Wi-Fi, or you have access to 24 hours of paid Wi-Fi. If you want to pay $5, you can access more than 30 minutes of time. Okay, so you can set a shorter limit in location, offer that for free, and then offer a paid or a premium version that offers more than 1 hour, more than that session time. All right. So moving on, we also have our new automatic firmware updater. So I did a quick video on this in our Facebook group, but just to recap, why would you want to update your firmware? Because it gives you better performance, better diagnostics, and supporting our new features. You must update your firmware. I just want to add, you must update your firmware in order to use our new PayPal and Stripe options. In addition to other features we have, but primarily our new PayPal and Stripe must have the firmware updated in order to work. So which devices are supported for this? Our all-new SH100 metal device, all TP-Link devices, and our mini demo device. Anything that we have firmware for can now be auto-updated. So how to update it? You'll notice before you update, you have to make sure that your device is plugged in and online. So make sure it's plugged in, make sure it's green in the interface. If it's not, we don't have a connection to it, it's not going to work. And once we are connected, make sure that that internet connection is stable. Do not use a 4G connection, do not use wireless. Make sure you are on a plugged-in wired cable internet, whatever you're using, just make sure it's stable. You'll notice, how do you know if your device has to be updated? You'll notice that your version number is yellow. Okay, if your version number is yellow, it needs to be updated. I'll show you guys here as well. You go to devices, and you'll notice under devices that some of them are yellow, some of them are not. Here, we've updated all of our devices already, so that is all good. And that being said, under your devices, if they're updated, you don't have to do anything. If they're updated, it'll be all good. But how to update them, you click on the pencil, you click on Upgrade Firmware. After that, you're given a screen to double check a couple things, make sure you're on stable connection, yada, yada. Once you click on OK, you wait 5 minutes, and the reason you know you're good is that firmware is up to date when it's no longer yellow, when it's just gray and everything is all normal. That is all good. You'll only be notified when we push an update. Your devices will go yellow, and you'll go through and update them. We'll have a way, obviously, to update and batch, but right now you have to go one by one, click update. It takes 5 minutes. You don't have to be there in person. It all happens remotely, and you have to make sure you do that in order to use this. So, as mentioned, we have our new PayPal and Stripe login options. This is for agency partners only. The reason we're limiting it to agency partners is primarily because to make this work, you have to go big with the devices. You need it on more than a few devices. You need to go large because people have the opportunity here to make thousands and thousands of dollars a day. If you have the right real estate, if you set up these hotspots in the right areas, I'll tell you some strategy about the right things to look for. But PayPal and Stripe make it very easy now to be able to purchase internet. So I know that free Wi-Fi is a norm, and it's really the reason why we're doing this. People connect with Facebook, but sometimes people don't want to connect with Facebook. And in times where you can give somebody an option, like you can either give us your Facebook details or give us $5. Some people might even say, you know what, I'll give you $5. That's fine with me. I just, to each their own. And what we do is we make it flexible enough that no matter what your client wants, you're able to do this now in the platform. So a couple areas where you want to see it, it's under integrations. We have a new section called payment gateways. I'll run you through this in a minute. I'll actually connect our Stripe account just very quickly to show you guys. What you want to do is you add a new integration. So we have the PayPal and Stripe options directly in there. You'll also notice for agency partners, this has been updated. You'll also see the enable pay with credit card and enable pay with PayPal options. To show you what it looks like as a user, I now have these two options here. I can connect with credit card or connect with PayPal in addition to whatever other options I want, so I can add, enable, or hide whatever I need. If I'm connecting with PayPal, I see this, my first name, last name, email, pay now with PayPal. My next screen, I'm redirected to a PayPal screen to validate my information, log in with PayPal, and click accept. If I log in with credit card, I can enter my credit card number, expiry date, and CCV code number, and then pay securely via credit card. We are going to be adding the ability to have different bandwidth options for payment, but right now it's based on session time, primarily because that is what's important at most local areas. There's a free option, which is usually free. This is how they do it at airports and Boeing Go right now. You can get free internet, or you can get paid longer than a certain portion of time internet. We've also added new analytics to the platform to allow you to track everything to do with Stripe and PayPal. So you'll notice this directly in your analytics section, but also you'll notice a button on top of analytics called payment history, and this shows all of the cool payment history here. You'll see the type, whether it's credit card, PayPal, the plan name, the price name. We're going to be adding other functionality and the ability to add different plans for different bandwidth, different session times, and different pricing. So those of you who are asking right now, in the option, we're also going to add Apple Pay options and Google Pay options, the one click so you don't have to type in your credit card. Yeah, all that stuff we're adding down the road. We're using Stripe, so we'll be enabling all of those features and more of a one-tap login versus typing in your credit card. Yeah, we'll be doing all that stuff very shortly. And with that, the reasons why you'd want to use paid Wi-Fi, you might be asking, when would I use this? Do I have an application for this? Well, first of all, a big trend that we're seeing a lot of businesses do right now is they're using it after hours. So any client that you have right now that is using free internet, let's say they're open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., that they're a restaurant. So from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., they have a campaign set up that offers free Wi-Fi with Facebook. There's no mention of credit card or payment or anything like that, okay? So it's currently what you're doing. From 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., you schedule a campaign that offers free internet, connect with Facebook. But what happens after 10 p.m.? Okay, so some of you might have campaigns set up already that says our location is closed. Please come back tomorrow with no payment options, all right, or no login options. But you could now offer and say, hey, we're currently closed, but if you live upstairs and want to use our internet, or for whatever reason you want to use the Wi-Fi, this is great for airports or locations or busy tourist areas where people still hang around the location, but the store is closed. So the store doesn't really want to offer free Wi-Fi for nothing, so you can set a campaign that after hours, I want to charge $5, $10, $20, whatever it is, for whatever you want your session to be. Okay, so after hours is one application. Another application for this is conference centers. So in places that run trade shows, I know that they do not offer free Wi-Fi. That's one place where free Wi-Fi has not gone out of fashion. A lot of places that you have a conference, you have a trade show, everyone knows you got to pay big money to use the Wi-Fi. So you can now offer this as a service to your clients to collect on that, plugging in their actual PayPal or Stripe accounts. Okay, it's really cool. You can also take this to trade show venues, same as conference centers. Also for tourisms, I know that outside cruise ship terminals, everyone is craving for Wi-Fi, and they're used to coming off of a boat where they have to pay for Wi-Fi on the boat. So if you offer, let's say, $5 to use the internet all day, I know you're here just for the day, but it's $5 for the day, and you can use fast internet all day, and you don't have to use some crappy free stuff. We're going to give you premium internet for $5, and you think about a cruise ship terminal that has 10, 15, 20,000 people every single day walking through those gates. If you get 1% of those people to pay $5 each every single day, that's really good cash flow. Okay, so that's just one example of another place you could use this. Hotels, see someone asking as well for hotels. Yes, for sure. Anytime you have paid business Wi-Fi, you have different tiers. You use that as well. People don't mind from paying for internet when they're expensing it. It's a different story. If it's a business expense, it's a cost of doing business. So they will gladly pay you to use Wi-Fi. And remote areas. For those of you who live abroad, let's say outside the United States or in Africa or in South America or in 8 parts of Asia, there's some remote areas that use satellite internet, and that's not free. It's not easily available. It's not like people expect internet to be available everywhere in North America or parts of Europe, but in other areas or remote areas, top of a mountain, for example, internet's not so easily available. But people who do have it have satellites. They are able to now resell their service using our platform, your platform. So you can charge credit card, you can charge PayPal, you can start making money by using Wi-Fi. So how do you set this up? Okay, so first you go to integrations and you add your payment option in PayPal and Stripe. Let me go over and do that right now and show you guys. So you go to integrations over here. You click on add new integration up here. Nickname over here, we're going to call it Kevin Stripe Test. I choose my service. I'm going to search for Stripe. Here we go. I'm going to add my Stripe account. So all I do is click on Connect with Stripe. This will pop up. It's going to ask me to log into my Stripe account. Let me just log into an account over here. And I should actually be logged in before I do this. Yeah, let me just do this again. So now that I'm logged in, I click on Connect with Stripe, and it says, My Wi-Fi would like to connect to your Stripe account. Which account? Brick and Mobile. So this is the account. These are my Stripe accounts that I have set up. This is my personal accounts. This is the corporate account. So I connect. Let's just click this. I click on OK. It's going to then automatically add this, and I am done. That's all I need to do to add my Stripe account. Okay, really, really, really easy. How to add a PayPal account? Similar. So Kevin, PayPal. PayPal, I'll be honest, is a little bit more technical. There's a little bit more things to do with PayPal. Just to show you over here, you got to add your token. We're going to have a whole support article on how to do this, but it's very easy. You go to PayPal, API, new integration. They're going to have 4 things there. You paste those 4 things in here, your token, your ID, your access token, and your business email. And then you can also run this in live or in test mode. Okay? So that's really cool. And in Stripe as well, it's all one click, but PayPal has live and test mode. So after you add your integration, just like that, you go to your campaign. You say, okay, now that I have a Stripe account connected to my campaigns, how do I plug that in? So sorry, just grabbing a glass of water. So I go to my campaign. I will open up, let's say, one of these campaigns I had. I click on Enable Credit Card. I select my app, so Kevin Stripe Test. How much do I want to charge for internet? I want to charge $10, and I want to charge for a 24-hour session. Like I mentioned, we're going to be having the ability to add different session times and different package costs and different bandwidth as well. But right now, you can charge, let's say, $10 to use this, and I can offer this after hours. So you know what? The only option you have now is to pay. And then after that, let's say it's during hours, I can then enable Facebook again. Okay, so that's the way I add it. I add it to the campaign. And then if I'm scheduling this, I want to schedule the campaign. If it's an after hours campaign, or if I want to actually use this, I have to go into locations. I go to the location I actually want to use. I go to my campaigns under the location. I search for the campaign I just set up that has the Stripe. I set it as a default, or I schedule it on after hours. So let's say I want to do an after hours thing. So let's say I'm going to choose the campaign to schedule. I'm going to choose my Stripe campaign. I'm going to repeat this every single day from 10 p.m., the same example I gave before, to 10 a.m. And I'm going to have this running all the time. Let's say I want to run it, do a test. So every night right now from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., I'm going to have this campaign, the payment campaign, pop up as an option to pay. So that is pretty cool. I see some questions here. I'm going to save the Q&A for the very end, so stay tuned for that. But this is PayPal, and right now it is live currently for agency partners only. So when you log in, you can add your PayPal accounts, add your Stripe accounts, start playing around with this. It's really cool. Trust me, you can set this up for 50 cents or $1 and just try it out yourself. See the payments go through. I got my phone beep right away when I did it. It is really, really, really cool. Okay, so moving on, we got some other exciting stuff to share with you. We also have our new gateway products and integrations for agency partners and for enterprise partners. And just to recap again what an enterprise partner is and how you find it and how you upgrade to one. So at all times, you'll notice in your interface, you click on My Account. It'll show you the accounts that you're currently on. So you're on the basic plan if you are, or the entrepreneur, or the agency. The agency really gives you access to PayPal and Stripe, our upcoming ad server, all of our new integrations, all of our cool stuff. And the enterprise also gives you access to use the gateways and cloud controllers. Okay, so that's where you find it. To upgrade, you click on Enterprise and click on Update Plan, and you can easily upgrade or downgrade at any time in our platform. That's where you find it there. And to recap again, the difference between this and a normal entrepreneur agency is the entrepreneur agency can use all of the hotspots. Okay, so you can use the SH100, the TP-Link, the demo devices. But if you want to start using our gateway products, if you want to use our Cisco Meraki integrations, our Unify, our Ubiquity integrations, and all of our other advanced analytics that we have, it's a gateway. It's an enterprise plan. Okay, so how do you set up gateways? And I'm going to be doing some more advanced trainings for enterprise partners, but I just wanted to recap really how do you set up a gateway? And this is what I'm talking for hotels, for large conference centers, for big stadiums, for thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I kid you not, like as large as you can go. You'll need more hardware, but you can go big with our integrations because this is different than a device. A device is small. A device can have up to 64 users, really, and up to 100 users on the SH100 devices. But if you want to have more than that, you need a gateway. Okay, so first of all, please, if you aren't a networking professional, find a networking partner. Okay, I cannot stress this enough, and I just want to give a caveat to everybody. Our development team and our support team is not a support team to help you set up a Wi-Fi network. We are not, and we will actively refuse the questions if you say, hey, how do I set up a gateway, or how do I set up my switch, or what? We're not here to support network setups. If you don't know how a gateway works, save yourself time, partner with a networking professional. Okay, that'll save you time and allow you to focus on the sales and marketing. But if you are a networking professional, or if you find one, you have one on your team, you want to scope the network. So find out what the network is currently set up. Let's say I'm meeting with a shopping mall. I say, okay, you have 100 access points. This is how you're set up. These are the models. Cool. We have a checklist for this in the members area. We'll be having a new one for this as well. So go through the network, see exactly what they have set up to analyze it. And then you choose your gateway or your cloud controller integration, depending on which one you had set up. So running through the gateway options first, a gateway option is used when a cloud controller is not available. So this is in most cases where you have a network that's set up that is already there. All you do is plug in one of our gateways between the internet access and their existing switch. Okay, so if a shopping mall over here has a switch, and they have access points and a firewall, whatever they got, you plug in our gateway between the internet and their switch, and it'll seamlessly work. And like I said, you need to be a networking specialist, or you have to find the people who are managing the network. In most cases, I just want to let everybody know that if you're meeting with a large restaurant or a stadium and they already have internet, 99.9% of the time, they are already paying somebody to manage that network. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. They're already paying somebody to manage the network. So when you're meeting with them, you need to make two sales, essentially. You need to sell them on the concept of having it be there, and then they're going to help you sell, or it's not even a sell, because they're just going to tell the people that they're paying, hey, implement this solution because we want to start capturing emails. We want to get Facebook integrations. We want to start getting really good value and data from the people that are visiting us, and those are the people you have to convince to help you to install this. Okay, because it's not always easy. Now, in times where it's self-managed, no problem. You can talk to the business. If they're agreeing to it, you get your guys in there, you can install it, no problem. But other times there will be other people at the table that have something to say about the Wi-Fi connection set up there. Regardless, our gateway plugs in seamlessly with that network. So you do need an additional piece of hardware here. In cases where you don't need hardware is when you start talking about the cloud controller. Okay, so just to explain to everybody, the PoE switch, or usually a controller, will be here on site. It's a physical piece of hardware, and in order to manage that, you have to go physically with a laptop, plug it in. That's the only way you can manage that network and manage the access points and update things, okay? I'm sure you guessed it, the cloud controller is not physical. It lives in the cloud. So you can manage your access points remotely. You don't have to be there. If there's a difference or there's a change and you want to manage something, you don't have to be there in person to change it. In fact, you can be anywhere in the world. So this is an example of a standard Ubiquity or Unify network setup. So I have my switch on site. So this switch over here, just so you guys can put it all together, this switch is the same as this switch. I have my access points. Okay, so same thing over here, my switch, my access points. The old way of doing it is the on-site management, where I have a computer in my networking room. I'm sure you guys who are been around for a while know that, and if you ever have to set up a network or manage a network, you have to go there in person to the network room and lock and key, go in there and manage the computer there. But now things are done from the cloud. It's done off-site in the cloud. So we have most Ubiquity networks and any Unify cloud controllers plug in directly to the cloud. And what we've done is we built a direct integration now directly into the cloud controller of Unify, and also now Meraki to manage any Meraki and any Unify hotspot on a cloud controller anywhere in the world using our solution. So what does this mean for you? Meraki is one of the leaders in Wi-Fi and Cisco. I'm sure you've heard of them. So this is how a Meraki system works, very similar to Unify. Everything's in the cloud. You have your campus, your locations, other location, retail stores, other, all your clients over here. You have one cloud login. You have your data management. You have your browser-based management, and we have our integration that plugs in directly with the gateway. Okay, so to show you where that is and how it works here, and for those of you, it's only going to be enabled if you're an enterprise partner. Okay, but here's some of our stuff. We have our Unify integration here, so I can see this is a Unify network that I'm managing remotely. Okay, this is a cloud controller. I might have to log in again. No, I'm good. So I see that my device name, my controller URL, I can see my different sites that I have. I can see the different access points that I have managed here. We just have one as a test. But if you had 100 access points, you'd see them all listed over here, and you can manage all of this remotely via the Unify cloud. And in addition, we also have our Meraki integration. I'm just actually going to log into another. I'm going to log into my admin over here to show you guys some of the Meraki installs and some of the other things that we have going on, because this is one of those integrations I think that if you're really serious about growing it, you want to talk to the right partners and agency partners here, and you'll see our Meraki integrations that have now been added. And actually, we have so many people adding so many devices every day to our locations. I don't even know where this is. Let me look for it. So here we are, a Cisco Meraki integration. So the way you'd add that is just directly and seamlessly. We have an API for it automatically. You actually do the configuration on the Meraki side, and then over here your MAC addresses will pop up and it'll show exactly the ones you're managing. It's treated the same way a device is, but right now you can manage any Meraki hotspot anywhere in the world. So we'll be having a lot more advanced training for gateways coming soon. We have a new support rep starting internally here as well that is very experienced in network setups. So he's going to be a direct contact for those enterprise partners. And like I said, we won't offer support on how to set up a general network. That's not what we do, but we will give you everything you need, and we'll even get on a call with your networking partners and your specialists and your clients to help them integrate our solution directly into their cloud controller, so into their Unify controller, into their Cisco and Meraki controller. All of that will be nicely tied together, and we will be happy to help you get everything set up and help you grow your business on those channels. So what is coming up next for everyone with Wi-Fi? So coming soon for agency partners and everyone is our social portal and generic login URLs. I know a lot of people have been asking for this for quite some time. This is the white label login. So when you're logging into your Wi-Fi network or your clients are logging into their hotspots, instead of showing mywifi.io, we're very shortly going to be showing another generic login. So it's securewifi.login.com and some other options. Sharing that all with you when we're ready for it. But we are also going to allow you, more importantly, to use your own social portal. So wifi.mcdonalds.com or wifi.yourbusiness.com, whatever it is what clients will see when they connect to free Wi-Fi. We are also putting the final touches on our all-new ad server, and I hope you guys are really excited for this one. We're going to be opening this up for agency partners. Again, we're doing this for agency partners only, primarily because you need to have scope. You need to have unlimited or the ability to grow this, or it doesn't even make sense for you to do. So you have to have 10 or more, really have this make sense for your business. But the ad server will allow you to serve ads on landing pages, pre-login, post-login, interstitial ads. You'll be able to run multiple zones. You'll be able to split advertiser spends and split share of voice. Really done very well. And those of you who are currently setting up ad servers or ad networks, get very excited for this because we're going to be launching this very shortly for agency partners. We're also launching a direct integration with Facebook, so the audience will be updated on the fly without the need for a pixel. This will be done through the API. It's a different way of doing things. Very valuable for those of you who are doing larger scale installs or bigger lists. Really, really cool. We are also still working on our white label sales training portal. We have some cool marketing materials lined up, but we're going to be doing some white label videos and things like that to share with you. And we'll also be adding a whole bunch more stuff, and I encourage you to vote in the community. Our all-new community is there. We have some Facebook polls, but the community, as you'll see, is probably better to, in our new features section or feature requests, just request whatever you want, truly. Anything you want us to do, we are at your service. We are here to serve you, and anything you want, just vote in the community, and we'll be sure to share that with you. Cool beans. All right. So let's do some live Q&A now. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I saw some flagged questions earlier. I'll be getting to those shortly that haven't been answered yet. I'm going to get to those soon. So Rob says he has a cruise ship terminal 30 minutes away from your house. What would you charge as a split? Well, I would do like a 70-30 split, Rob, even. To be honest, you can do that quite nicely with them. 50-50, 70-30, I think is a good split to take that and have somebody nearby offering it up. So that's cool. Bob's saying there's definitely value in using the system for lead capture with many telecoms offering unlimited data on their phones. What is the purpose? Well, Bob, the whole point is that you want to offer something special on your Wi-Fi. It's not always about saving data. Okay, keep that in mind. If I have data, yeah, sure, I may not need the Wi-Fi, but I'll even myself, when I'm at home and I'm in the office, I don't use my data. I use Wi-Fi because I'd like to save my data, number one. And number two, it's faster. It's usually faster than data. So even if I have unlimited, everyone knows with Verizon and AT&T that data is crap. Okay, and if you're underground, if you have any kind of roof over your head, good luck. You get half the data throughput. If you're in a shopping mall or a retail store, your data does not work. Okay, so keep that in mind. Wi-Fi is still required even if you have unlimited data. If you can't access that data, it doesn't even exist. Okay, so that's why you need it. And the third reason is it's just much faster. If you're connected to a Wi-Fi local versus data, it's usually going to be faster 9 times out of 10 using a Wi-Fi network. So those are the reasons why you want to do it. And last but not least, obviously, is if you're compelling somebody that the only way that they can enter a contest is to join the Wi-Fi network, then data or not, they got to join the Wi-Fi. They got to connect with Facebook. You're going to get their lead. That's the purpose of the campaign. It's not just about free Wi-Fi to save data kind of thing. So question from David about the same device reconnecting on the paid Wi-Fi. We're going to also be improving our platform to have a voucher method. So if you want to do multi-devices, things like that, it gets a little technical to be honest, but I think the biggest thing is when somebody's connecting, it's usually their device at the time. For example, if somebody at a business lunch or a restaurant wants to say, okay, it's $5 to use high-speed internet for our business clients in order to provide the best quality to you, we're going to charge you. It's going to be $5. That person's probably just coming on with their laptop. It's very, very, very rarely a multi-device play, but we are looking at adding functionality to that down the road. All right. Any other questions? I'm here to answer them, and I know that I am just doing this right now on GoToWebinar, but I'm also going to be doing some Facebook Live videos on a schedule for everyone. So I'll be sharing all kinds of really good knowledge and posting it live in our Facebook group, and also posting all the replays there. So if you miss anything, you can always come back and catch up. Yeah, Joseph, the SH100, depending on the bandwidth you're using, you can put a bandwidth limit on that also, but you can handle tons of users, over 64 up to 100. We haven't had anyone who's telling us they haven't had enough users or too many users on it, so I'm just curious to know. Sometimes, depending on the RAM, the setup, the speed, a lot of variables, right? I'm very hesitant to say that, yes, it's going to be able to handle 89 users, whatever, because there's so many different variables. If you have very fast internet, and if people are browsing light and all that stuff, yeah, totally, you can have tons more users on, but there's so many moving parts that it's tough to give you an exact number of how that works. So Cesar is asking to use Ubiquity and the Unify Cloud Controller. Yes, you must have an enterprise account. So Rob is saying, if you're an enterprise member, do you get access to the actual hardware as part of the monthly payment? No, Rob. Hardware is all separately. Usually your clients have the hardware. In most cases, if you do buy the hardware from us or Cisco or Ubiquity, you pass that cost on to your clients. And really, if you're asking this kind of question, you should probably be partnering with a networking specialist who would handle all the hardware. So you're not worried about hardware. Imagine that. Having somebody else worry about the hardware for you and just give them a small cut. Even just give them a flat fee. A lot of people, it's their business. It's their business to serve businesses like you. They are networking specialists. You are sales and marketing specialists. Know your role. I mean that in the best way because it's better for your business. Richard's wondering if a business has 100 locations, can they use the Wi-Fi and it works as good for all their locations? Yes, Richard, but every location will require to have an access point. You need to have a Wi-Fi access point set up at every location. Then totally you can manage them all from one platform and one dashboard in our system. Michael's wondering if there's a real-time notice when something is added to the community via the mobile phones. No, we don't have the updates linked on Zendesk for that yet, but I was always saying it's anytime you ask a question, you can always post it in the Facebook group, like, hey, just posted it here. This is something you might want to check up on, and I'll see if Zendesk has that the ability to add that, but we're just using the platform that we have in our support with them. So yeah, if you upgrade to the hardware, to the enterprise plan, we just give you the ability to plug in your cloud controllers. We don't include any hardware with that. You have to buy the hardware separately if you do need the gateway. But the cloud controller, what's cool about that is that you don't need any additional hardware. You just need a cloud controller, and you plug right into that, and we work seamlessly together. So also wondering, the signal strength and the range of the SH100 is great. It's better than most TP-Link devices. Also, Mike's wondering, with the timed Wi-Fi and the PayPal Stripe, does the platform present the free user purchase option after extended amount of time? Yes, we're going to have the rebill. So when your session is over, you just get kicked back to the thank you page, but we're going to improve the experience if it's a returning user. So we'll be able to support that. VJ has a hotel client with 80 rooms and individual connections. You might want to put access points in the hallways in every room or in main areas. It's tough to say without looking at a floor map. You probably want to talk to the person who set that up or the networking company that already has, who's managing the Wi-Fi for that hotel. Armando, if you can clarify the enterprise question you have, the cost to you is $597 a month. So the cost to you that you pay for us, and you can then have unlimited amount of gateways, controllers, up to 250,000 users connected every month on larger installs, shopping malls, hotels, stadiums. All of that is in our enterprise plan. Do we offer referrals to networking experts? Stephen, great question. We are actually in the midst of partnering, and I should have mentioned this earlier. We're in the midst of partnering with networking specialist companies in the United States. So if you have an install to make, you call them up. We'll have an iPhone app even for it. I need an installer tomorrow. Here's the location. That installer has been trained already in order on how to set up our Wi-Fi hotspots. They will come do the install for you. It costs like a flat $100, $150 fee. And we'll have licensed installers, a team of thousands of installers around the United States ready to help you for your installs. So that's great. Okay, I should mention that. You don't always have to partner with a networking professional. We are going to be giving you a list of vetted, trained professionals that will be ready to do the installs for you. Mark has a question. Is the time usage, the first 10 minutes, for example, running time used? It's actual logged in time. It's session time, Mark. So as soon as that person logs in is when the time starts. Joseph is wondering if we can provide help in capturing or developing the revenue models. Yeah, we check out some of our older videos. We have tons of videos about revenue models, different types of layouts. When we come out with our, we also in our members area on the Brick and Mobile, members.brickandmobile.com, we have tons of great things. And Jessica's on the live chat as well. When you answer questions like that, just reply to all so that everyone can see the links you're sharing. It's members.brickandmobile.com/mywifi, but we have that link also in other areas. Another question from Marius. If you have a client where the user abused in the free Wi-Fi system, Marius, if you're on a cloud controller and you have somebody abusing your hotspot or your network, you can go and boot them off really easily, and it's really, really cool. And then let me actually just show you, it might be worth getting you guys excited about this. If you are enterprise partners, you can do things like access things like this. So let me just get in with one of our accounts here, 1 minute. This is a Unify cloud controller. So I have my cloud controller. This one is not currently connected. Let me see if there's one that's connected. No, I think these are off right now, but you have your access points, you have the people that are connected, if it's connected or not, you have your clients, your stats, all kinds of really cool stuff. And then for Cisco as well, it's pretty awesome. Like, I mean, this is really when you start getting into this kind of stuff, it's really, really sweet. So you go to meraki.cisco.com. Obviously, you have an account signed up and logged in. I'm going to get into this for you guys later. And let me just jump in now. Hold on. So when I log into my Cisco cloud controller, I can essentially see, the map here of my access points. I have one located in our office here in Toronto. All right. I can see network-wide. I can see all of my access points. This is all managed in the cloud. I can see my connectivity to it, what my Unplug is, what my Downlink is, who my connected users are. If there's a firmware update available, I have my event log. I can actually sniff the traffic. I can see what websites my clients are looking at. I can do some pretty incredible things. And what we allow us to do now, this is what the world class, everyone uses Meraki. You can now plug in our system directly with Meraki with enterprise plans. So that is really the reason why to upgrade. And like I said, if you don't know how all that stuff works, just find a networking specialist or a partner, and they're the right people to link up with on that. Susanna wants to know how to set up Wi-Fi at outdoor festivals and events. Well, definitely you want to have if you have wired connection, you can do that and set up with our gateways and access points. Or if you're doing a demo, you can offer it in small scale with wireless Wi-Fi and set your session time to 1 minute like we're doing now, just to capture leads at the event, but it wouldn't be a free Wi-Fi thing. It would be like an enter the contest type of campaign. Yeah, Michael, we should chat about partnering together on that. Trisha, we're also going to have some networking professionals in Canada. Yes, we're focusing on the U.S. to start of a partnership there. It's a little bit of a wider, more traffic, but we are going to have ones in Canada as well. Lowell's asking, a great question, if we considered a live training boot camp from A to Z. Well, actually, I'm not supposed to show this to you, but I will be sharing this with you guys later in the Facebook group and with some cool stuff, and maybe I won't show it to you yet. What do you guys think? You want me to show you something that I've been working on? Let me know in the chat if you want me to. Yeah, what kind of question is that? Cool. So I'm going to show you it really quickly. So we're not going to present this yet, not really going to go through it, but really we're going to do a 30 steps for your first client, all of the things you need to do in order, step by step, your initial setup, learning about the product, initial platform setup, branding your materials, generating leads, closing your first client, other considerations, everything end to end. We're going to blow this out step by step by step so that you guys can get all organized, get out there and really close deals. It's what it's all about. It's getting out there and really just before you could have a list, but you all have what you need already. Okay, we're just going to break it down into 30 steps, but we're just going to reorganize the information that we've already given you. So don't wait for something to take action. The only person that's going to close your deal is yourself. You're going to have to pick up the phone to close the deal. You're going to have to go meet a client to close the deal. This 30-step checklist is not going to close the deal for you. It's going to do nothing for you unless you do something yourself. Okay, so keep that in mind. But that is coming soon. Ronald wants something about Instagram and a screencast. We can work on a generic screencast for Instagram, but I wouldn't get too caught up on that because really no one's using Instagram to log in. I'll be very honest with you. People are using Facebook. Facebook's the king when it comes to login. Also going through some other questions here. Anything else you guys have want me to ask? Want me to answer, sorry? Michael, you say you have your own ad network. Can you integrate with our upcoming ad network? Yes, you can. So part of our ad network, you're going to be able to drop in your own ad code. So you don't have to use our ads. You can just drop in your own ad code, and we'll just serve up the ad code for you. So we'll track your impressions. You'll have your own pixel there. You'll be able to like double check and kind of vet everything that we're serving. So we'll have our analytics. You have your analytics. We're dropping your ad code. It's all gravy. But one thing to notice, if you're doing images, the ad code you serve needs to be served by us because we have the white label domain pre-login. I'm going to go through all that stuff as we go. So post-login, you can serve whatever ad you want from whatever ad code, but pre-login needs to be served by us because it's on we block all domains until somebody actually authenticates. But I'll go into all that stuff later. But definitely, yes, we can integrate with your own ad network. Rob, no, we do not have any networking companies or specialists right now in Europe, but I'd love to chat with you about that. Send me an email if you'd like, or a message on Intercom about that. So question about the mini demo Android setup. A lot of people ask me about this because you're just really, I mean no disrespect, you're scared. You're scared to do nothing. I don't know. Like to set up on iPhone is exactly the same as Android. Just because I don't have a description on Android doesn't mean it's not like you're going to break anything. So just don't be scared to try it. I've had people who ask me just to confirm. They just want to hear me say yes, and then they'll go do it. Like don't wait for me to say yes. Just go do it yourself. How do you do it? Go on YouTube if you're not sure. How to set up an access point on Android. Android, share, hotspot, USB connection, plug it into my device, turn my device on. That's all it is. Same exact thing as iPhone, but for Android. Signal strength and range of the SH100, we talked about that. It is long and wide. It is great. Nikisha, we're going to be coming out with the ad server shortly. We'll release all of our integrations for that, but it will all be for agency partners only. As we grow. A lot of the features, like I mentioned, everything we have baseline currently have, it's available, everyone can use it. But as we go forward, a lot of these stuff that we're focusing on is the agency because that's where the PayPal, Stripe, the ad server, some of our more advanced training, our private training series that's coming up shortly is all going to be geared towards agency partners because we really just want to limit it to people who are serious about growing their business, ones that want to push social Wi-Fi forward and really make a big deal out of this because we're still early in the game. If you, let's say, purchase this and you haven't used it yet, don't worry. There's still plenty of time to do it. That won't be the case for long because a lot of places are getting these installed, but you want to go because, huge opportunity is at our feet right now. And the faster you get out there and turn on your devices and get out there and sell it, the faster you'll make recurring revenue. All right, guys, so if you have any technical questions from here on in, you can always submit a ticket at support.mywifi.io. You can go into the live chat as well at any time and ask us a question. We'll be more than happy to help you. Also, a very quick question for everyone. I need your help, so I'm creating a bunch of new marketing materials and training, not only for Wi-Fi, but for brick and mobile, for other or rest of our businesses. So I need your help. Visit kevinz.net/help. And it's a quick survey. It'll take about a minute or two of your time, and it'll help me in creating better content for you. Okay, so I'm going to type that in right now, or even write it down. Visit this in your browser right now. It is www.kevinz.net/help. All right, and that just quick info to me will help me in developing some content. I want to serve you guys. Like I said, we are here to help you. We're here to support you. I want to make sure you can grow your businesses. All right, on that note, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us live. If any other questions or check out our new support articles and things at support.mywifi.io. Would love to also engage with you guys in the Facebook group. Anytime you do something great or sell someone or find a big opportunity, share it there. Everyone wants to see it. We want to learn more about it. And I think it's just a great solution. I'm really excited. I just want to thank everybody as well. If you're on the call, thank you so much for your business. Thank you for being a partner of ours. And thank you for growing your Wi-Fi business and trusting us with your business. I hope that we're doing a great job. Please always let us know, good or bad, at any time. We want your feedback via chat, via email, any of our communication channels. Let us know. It helps us. I share it with our team. And on that note, I want to wish everyone happy selling, and also to stay tuned, because next week we'll have our members area posted. I'll do some live videos talking about our new members material, marketing material, a whole bunch of new stuff coming up. Check it out, guys, and I'll see you on the inside. Until then, happy Wi-Fi selling. Take care and have a great day.